David, Chris, Demm, and I noticed something today. It involves you, and we're so happy for you. Because
Thank you.
something Chris, Demm, and I have been championing for a while.
Yes.
It's finally happened.
And shouting to the heavens.
That's right. And we thought...
Not to overstate it.
That's right. And we thought it was being ignored. But our friend Dave here does some weather on the local NBC affiliate.
He does it well.
Very well. I see you on there a lot.
Well,
I think you're there more than the other weather people.
Here's a fun fact. I've never seen it.
here's another fun fact. Neither have I.
You hear that?
I'm either there or I'm here.
You know what? We're just not TV people.
Right. You're not. I am. Well, I'm a TV person. And
when you wake up, Kelly, in your house, your TV's already on.
Oh, God,
right?
yeah.
I mean, it's always on.
My wife gets up first on Saturday and Sunday, and it's on.
I love it.
Oh, yeah.
It's great.
Usually...
And watching local news. No offense. I love the local news people, but I never watch it.
Well, it's the Today Show. Well, but before that, it is the local news. And she puts it on Dave. She puts it on the weekend on the NBC. And I usually come out to the living room, and I'll say, is my boy on there? And she'll say yeah or no.
Yeah.
I do. I say,
My boy.
And then you appear, usually as I'm strapping up my tennis shoes.
I see you. I know.
And
Two-way camera.
there's my boy right there. Well, as Biggie said, he's on as much as any other meteorologist.
Correct.
Most of them.
To me, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
This time of year because they're all gone.
they're all on vacation. Hey, let me tell you something. He's there more than he's here. I'll tell you, he's all over the place. I know that. I see him all the time on NBC affiliate. So
But for years, the television station has been doing promos. Our weather team is the best weather team in the business.
That's right.
You can count on them.
That's right.
Yes.
So just today, Kristen and I had it on before this show started, and here comes a promo for hurricanes.
Hurricane coverage.
And they talk about the names of the hurricanes. Like, look at these names, Elsa and blah, blah, blah.
You don't want these names.
And then they said, here's the names you do want. And I said, well, here you go. Ignoring
Another
Dave.
snub for Dave.
Snub for Dave. So they've got the chief is Laney, and then they have several others as well. And so we have the promo, and right at the end, a little gift for us.
As we move forward into hurricane season, these are the names you can trust. Lainey, Brian, Michelle, Jacqueline, and Dave. Always keep...
Oh, excuse me?
What?
Dave? Dave?
You're finally on there.
They finally made it. Dave.
Was it?
You made it, Dave.
Dave.
Was it me?
Yes.
Yeah, they showed a shot
I
of
haven't
it.
seen it.
They showed,
They showed your face in your little
face.
blazer.
They showed a face.
Oh.
I was like, look at that. Dave made it.
You made it to the show.
Shocking that they call you trustworthy.
That was a point of order. That is how they led it.
As we move forward into hurricane season, these are the names you can trust. Lainey, Brian, Michelle, Jacqueline, and Dave. Always keeping you one step ahead with expert analysis and timing. Whatever these names will bring, be prepared before they arrive.
Dave prepares you. Congratulations, Dave.
Way to go.
Finally.
It was nice of him to do that. I mean, I don't advocate for that sort of thing. They just, I guess,
We
put
did.
it in there.
We did for you.
Well, I think they've heard the drum beat.
That's right. We said it time and again.
The emails.
This man needs his own place on there. He finally
Not to
got
toot
it.
our own horn, but we're influencers here on this program.
That's right. That's right. That's exactly right.
Well, it took 2 decades.
20 years. 20 years of beating
Yeah,
the
but you finally got your due.
You're there. You're there. And a lot of time.
Dave.
It's
He's
not
up
even
for
1 second.
three-quarters of a second.
Dave.
There he
You can
is.
tell it was written into the promo.
An add-on.
Oh, do add Dave. Do add Dave.
It's a male's voice at the end.
It would be hilarious if it was your voice.
Yeah.
And Dave. And me. Don't forget about Dave.
They can't have fun with it.
Nice. It's Dave. Dave's here too.
Well.
You should be in every shot like behind the other guys. When I'm right over here.
Hello.
I'm right here doing it.
Kelly, I couldn't help but notice that it's an interesting sort of different type of announcer. A lot of times the TV news people go with big voiced male dudes. So this woman is taking money out of your
That's right.
side hustle,
Believe you me. And
your voiceover business.
I have tried time and again to do those. Dave.
Dave.
I want to say Dave.
You got a deeper voice than her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Feels like I could. Dave.
Have you made any auditions lately, Kelly?
I tried to do beanie weenie. I tried to do there've been several. A ragu. I was up for.
So, are you poor this summer? Then you should try Van Camp's Beanie Weenies.
That's pretty good, Biggie. You should submit.
It's like meat, but not.
Don't you take my.
Too lazy to cut up a hot dog?
Don't you?
Open a can.
It's like
Can't
you,
afford bushes?
it's like you read the script
Yeah.
yourself. I don't want to be competing with you on this.
No.
thing.
Yeah, you don't need more
There's
competition.
too much competition out there. They even came to me. We have a local event, a summertime brews festival, beer festival coming up. Oh, wow, 15 days away.
One of the biggest.
One of the biggest. And they said, would you do a summertime brews festival read for television?
Ooh.
TV commercial.
On camera?
No, just
Just
voiceover. Just
voiceover only?
voiceover. So I read it, and they said, no, we're going to farm this out. We're going to go.
To the big voice announcer
We're going
dude?
to have to go to somebody else because you just couldn't hit the marks, couldn't get it exactly right.
We're gonna have to pay that guy. Pay him.
Of course. They say, don't worry about the budget, just do it.
Dave.
That's what I wanted to say, those kinds of things, and I wasn't able to do it. This is about work as well and how to make yourself better. Interesting sports story. There's a pitcher for the Reds named Sonny Gray, and recently he was pitching a game, had a bad start, gave a few hits early, a few runs early, and then in the third inning, he disappeared into the clubhouse, came back, retired 10 straight batters. So after the game, and he had a good outing and he won the game, after they asked him what happened to get it turned around. Usually if you start poorly, you're out of the game early. He had pitched 7 innings and again retired at one point 10 in a row. So Sonny Gray said, here's what I did.
What did you do from there to turn things around and kind of retire the side in order, 10 in a row, going the rest of the way?
I came into the clubhouse and I got completely naked and I changed everything that I was wearing except for my cleats because I didn't want to go out there in white cleats. I had gray cleats on. So I just kind of tried to cool off. I changed my jersey, my pants, my underwears, and my socks. I guess that's all I was wearing. And just tried to reset and start over. I don't know. That was what I did, and maybe it worked.
Every game now he's planning on going in there. Anytime a rough outing.
Somebody hits a home run off of him?
Yep, he's going in.
Changes jersey.
In his underwears, and he'll just stand in his cleats. I guess that's all I was.
What are you doing, Sonny? Improving.
Just naked, completely naked in the locker room.
It sounds like something out of a Bull Durham movie.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I saw the first 15 minutes of Bull Durham the other day, and he nuked Lelouch, Tim Robbins. He's late to the first game. He's back there having sex in the locker room, completely naked, and they're like, "Dude, you're warm. You're supposed to be warming up." And he's back there with one of the girls. That's baseball, man.
Yeah.
Completely naked. There's a guy making some news today. His name is Zach Hampel. He holds the world record for most baseballs caught at Major League Baseball games. And when I read his story, and apparently he's going on a TV show called My Hustle, which is on MLB Network, and telling his story, but I couldn't figure out his technique. He has caught just over 11,000 baseballs at Major League games. Now, how?
No, I know how.
Well, he catches their batting practice, too.
Yeah.
Is that what counts? Batting practice
Yes.
balls? Well, in that case, then it's not as big a deal.
I think he's gone. I feel like Real Sports did a story on him.
Okay.
And
So
he
you've
gets
seen it.
there, at every batting practice. And now look, it's impressive. He just goes back and forth,
Yeah.
depending on who's warming up into the outfield. And he snags them.
Mm-hmm.
But that's how he gets them all. They're batting practice.
And he does scout where hitters like to hit.
Yeah.
And he wears a glove, and he will knock a child down.
He will
to get a ball.
Jeez.
He is a hard. If
Yeah.
you see occasionally he'll make a top 10 or a bottom 10 on SportsCenter, tumbling over bleacher seats to get a ball. It's him.
It's always
half
him.
the time. It's
Always
this
him.
guy.
He did catch Alex Rodriguez's 3,000th hit, which was a home run at Yankee Stadium. So that's one he's most proud of. He caught Mike Trout's first home run in the majors. So he's caught many during games as well. I thought 11,000. I thought, how in the world? That's too many batting practice.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
He'll sometimes come home from a game with 6 baseballs.
It must, because 11,000. It's enormous. Here he's talking about it.
I pretty much get a baseball every time I go to a game. I had a consecutive games streak where I got at least one ball every game that lasted more than 25 years. 1,523 was the final number.
I've snagged more baseballs in the stands at Major League stadiums than anyone ever
including Alex Rodriguez's 3,000th hit.
That's the one he's most proud of there at Yankee Stadium. So he goes to different stadiums.
Oh, yeah, he goes everywhere.
That's unreal. He's tracking himself now on YouTube and everything. It is quite a commitment.
Yeah, I mean, some people love the guy, some people hate him, but, you know.
Well, if he's knocking over kids.
Yeah, I can see we could. We have to have a lot of storage space at home.
Yeah.
11,000.
Put those.
Talk about
And
commitment.
I don't know how he affords to get into all the games and all the travel, but he goes everywhere.
There's more offbeat sports, I guess you'd say, today. There's a spelling bee going on. It's back this year. The script
It's over.
It's done. And I didn't realize what was going on.
Yeah, it normally gets more coverage, I feel like.
The winner is 14 years old. Her name is Zayla Avantgarde. She is from New Orleans, and she is the first ever African-American champion. I thought the word to end it, and I just heard the word to end it, is shorter than most words that I've heard in the past. Do you want to see if you can spell it? Biggie, do you know it? The winning word. Let's give you the winning word now. This is it.
So here's a championship word for Zayla Avantgarde to win the 93rd Scripps National Spelling Bee.
The word is Maria.
Maria. I'll ding you when you go off the rails.
That's the spelling bee protocols, right?
Okay.
Correct. Maria. That's right.
All right, here we go. Can I have a definition? Do I have?
Let's see if she does the definition and everything.
Yeah. Does this word contain like the English name Murray, which could be the name of a comedian, or just the English name in general?
I don't see that here.
I'm not going to tell you.
Okay.
I'm not going to say it's spelled like Bill Murray.
Okay, well,
all right.
Can you do that?
Yeah. That seemed a little, that's a little over the line.
I think it is too. I think she knew and she was just showing off.
I think she would.
Maybe she probably didn't know the word.
I agree. I think she'd already seen it. Biggie.
I do not know this word, so.
All right.
Here we go. Let me know. Here we go. Maria. Maria. P. U.
I'm sorry.
S.
So you thought they were trying to. All right.
Go over there. Going for laughs.
The cry room.
You're messing around now.
Murray made the spelling bee.
Maria. M-U-R-R-A-Y-A.
That is correct.
Murraya. I don't think I would have gotten it, but it does. For her, it seemed like an easy one. You know?
Yeah.
I've never heard of the word.
I haven't either.
Me either.
And I don't know what it meant because she didn't ask.
She didn't do the dance.
She didn't do it. Now, here's some history made as well. Earlier in the competition, there was a young man, Roy Seligman, who got the word, let me see if I can pronounce it right, ambystoma. Ambystoma is Biggie.
Ambystoma. P.
All right.
Stop it here now.
Stop it now.
If you could perhaps get into the spirit of the competition, sir.
Ambystoma was the first word ever. He spelled it, and they said it was right, and they had to challenge flagged. He had put in an I instead of a Y that was supposed to go in. They counted
After they counted it as correct.
They counted it as right. Let me
They
play
had to go to the review?
They did. They went to the video review for the first time ever.
Ambystoma.
Ambystoma.
Does this contain the Greek stone, meaning mouth?
You're on the right track.
What is this? Whoa. Stop.
Again.
So now the kids are asking, does this contain a Greek origin? Instead of saying, what's the language of origin?
No, it's different this year.
It's making the kids, I guess they have to ask a more pointed question rather than just fishing.
And then he says, you're on the right track.
Yeah, it's almost helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Ambystoma is the word. Do you want to try again since it was ambystoma and I mispronounced it the first time around?
Okay, here we go.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. This time I got it.
Yeah.
Ambystula.
That might be what's in your gut.
I don't think I'm not Googling that.
Is this a medical term that Biggie suffers from?
You're on the right track.
Is this making a large man tired? It is.
Ambystoma.
Ambystoma. P.
All right.
U.
All right.
S.
All right, ring that bell.
Here we go.
Ambystoma.
Does this contain the Greek stone, meaning mouth?
You're on the right track.
Ambystoma, A-M-B-I-S-T-O-M-A.
That is correct.
Thank you.
I thought he said an I.
I thought he said an I as well.
They may have to review that, but unfortunately, that clearly sounded like an I.
I'm sorry, Roy. It's spelled ambystoma is spelled A-M-B-Y-S-T-O-M-A.
Sorry.
Thanks.
He put an eye on it.
Oh.
So review. I heard an I. Did you hear an I?
I definitely heard an
I didn't hear why at all.
I didn't hear why.
He spelled that very quickly.
Did they go?
He rolled right
Did they
through
go
it.
under the hood, like on the sidelines?
They did.
Go over there. It's under the cape.
I don't know what they're seeing in this one. I don't
Yeah.
know.
What do you think they're looking at here, Tom?
The shape of his upper lip, it looks like, Bob.
Looks like an I, not a Y to me.
Frame by frame.
Oh, you can see it. You can see it right there. Exactly. So that young man was out.
I was going to give you, our winner. She's fascinating.
She is.
The spelling bee is not her thing. This is just like her fun deal. She wants to play in the WNBA. She's a very gifted basketball player and has 3 Guinness World Records.
Somebody
For basketball?
For basketball. She has the most balls dribbled simultaneously in 30 seconds. It's like 6. She has like 2 other records, like, everything doing this for 30 seconds with basketball. They say she's a truly gifted basketball player.
So she's got handles, as the kids say.
Look at me. Today, I was reading an article about this young woman. Said she had won the spelling bee. And then below that it said, and see what else she's done. And I was like, forget it. I don't care what else she's done.
Listen to this. You ready for this? She has the most bounces in 30 seconds.
Like speed dribbling?
Yeah. Try to guess within 10.
In 30 seconds, 105.
Not even close.
What?
110.
300. He got you. No.
What? 300?
307.
Wait a minute.
In 30 seconds.
That's 10 bounces a second.
She's just down there.
In a second, 10 times?
That's what it says.
And I didn't click that. I didn't click that. It said, see what else she's done. I was like, forget it. What chump's going to try to find this out?
How do you do that?
That's impossible. 10 bounces in a second? And
Unless she was allowed to use 2 balls.
Or
maybe.
2 hands, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe, but that's that's unbelievable.
But they said she is a fascinating young lady.
How old is she?
Yeah.
She's 14.
14
years old.
I think we will hear her name again.
I do too. What is her name?
That's about right.
Well, you called her Zayla. I believe it's Zaila.
All right.
It's ambistula.
Oh, she's ambitious.
She could do 2 balls at once. That's
All right.
ambistula.
Remember that name. Zaila is she may be in the WNBA. She may wind up, she's already won.
I think when she's going to school somewhere, you'll hear about her.
I wouldn't doubt it. Sounds like she is gifted in a lot of ways. There's another teen in the news. This harkens back to something we had yesterday. We were talking about snakes being that reporter from Raleigh, North Carolina.
Nearly stepped on a spitting cobra.
That guy, he had a spitting cobra along with several other snakes in his house. It got loose, they say, in November.
That's what I heard. Back in the fall.
Yeah, he didn't call anybody until recently.
Please come home.
Have you seen me?
Up on telephone
Tacked to the phone pole.
Well, because when that happened, he was just sitting there going, oh, my God.
Well, that snake made it. Maybe he thought it was going to die in winter and he'd never have to explain it.
Yeah, but how do you know it's outside?
Exactly. It might be in your house. That's a good point.
It had to have spent the winter in somebody's basement, right?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, my God. Can you imagine?
Or somewhere to eat.
Probably spent
stay warm.
There's been in his house somewhere, and then it finally escaped.
I don't know how far away from his home it was located.
Now, you saying that gave me a chill. Like, it's in somebody's house, maybe his, for the whole winter, and then when sun comes out, you go, oh, man, I didn't even think
And
about
I bet
that.
he got comfortable, too. He was probably like, all right, well, that thing's dead. I mean, I hate it. My snake's dead, but I'm going to have to worry about it. Then his neighbor one day is like, there's a cobra on my porch. Oh, hell. Please don't be my cobra. Please don't be my cobra.
It's not a spitting cobra.
It's a spitting cobra. It's spitting at me.
Oh, God.
With the rings?
With the zebra rings?
Oh, yeah.
Is it responding to the name Larry?
Do you think he was out on his porch like, Larry?
Shaking a box of snake chow.
Yeah, snake chow.
He's over there getting it. I bet you thought I was dead, you son of a bitch.
That's right.
You didn't expect me to live through winter.
I lived through February and March.
No, I didn't. Keep him away from me.
That's right. So this guy's in trouble. He's at like a ton of offenses
But
against
they're
him.
mostly misdemeanors
It is.
because of the way the North Carolina law, I think, is written.
That's right. Is it like
Because you have to do X number of things to have venomous snakes, and he did none of them.
That's right.
How far did it travel?
Not far.
I don't know the answer.
I heard like within a mile of his house.
Okay.
Yeah.
I really wonder if it did spend the winter in his house.
It may have. Y'all might be on. See, I'm so dumb. You know how dumb I am.
How dumb.
When I heard it was out for the winter, I thought it was out like in the woods and had burrowed underground and had made itself a little home.
No, he probably stayed in that house, or the guys. Doesn't he have any like snake guy? Doesn't he have tons of snakes?
Yeah, tons of snakes.
He probably lived around there somewhere, and he probably didn't look real hard.
Well, what do you think he ate? Were there rodents in his basement or something? Maybe
possibly.
Maybe where he kept the rodents for the other snakes. Maybe Larry was helping himself.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But those are
but do you think they'd be caged?
In an aquarium or something? Yeah, a cage.
I mean, snakes only eat every 2 weeks or something, don't they?
Yeah,
maybe.
That's right. And it might have gone outside to get its food, like squirrels or what. I don't know. Who knows what they even eat, those cobras. Anyway, there's another young man in the news today. Missouri, he opened up the dryer. He had wet clothes in the dryer. He's 15, was doing his clothing, and when he opened it, there was a copperhead inside. A copperhead inside. Took a photograph, attempted to get the reptile with one of the grabber tools and get it out.
They're useful.
They can be. It didn't work for him, and he looked through online searches. Finally, they had to call the Missouri Department of Conservation, came out and got the reptile out.
Huh.
Took it out to the woods. Would they kill it? It's a copperhead.
Probably.
Probably. There's plenty of those.
Would you have at least tried turning it on high?
Hell yeah.
That would have been my first thought, actually.
Turn that sucker on.
I'd
turn the dryer on.
I'd spin it till
70 minutes.
Yeah.
till the animal people get there.